The rental application form is your key to thoroughly screening potential tenants. And in California, that's no different. But you may have a lot of questions, like what should yours include and how much should you charge prospective tenants? We're going to answer all that and more, so let's get into it. Welcome back, Loopers. It's Mohammed Abu-Ghosh, content creator here at DoorLoop. Selecting the right tenant. It's not all about intuition. You need to arm yourself with vital information about them, such as income, rental history, credit reports, and more. Each state in the US has its own unique set of laws. And today, we're zoning in on the Golden State, California. Now, you might not know this, but in California, there's a cap on how much you can charge for an application fee. Now, this is around $59.67 as of the making of this video. That's not just a random number either. It's designed to cover the cost of screening and the precious time that your team spends on processing this form. Always remember to provide an itemized receipt as well. It's not just professional, it's required. Now, there's another important cap to keep in mind. California laws place a limit on the security deposit as well. It's restricted to 3 months of rent for furnished properties and 2 months for unfurnished ones. The rental application isn't complete without a credit check. This process provides vital data about the tenant's creditworthiness, including their credit score, income, and past addresses. Now remember that tenants have the right to request to see this report if they like as well. Additionally, you can include a criminal history check as well. However, keep in mind that landlords can discriminate based on arrest records since it's against the law in California. Finally, we have the eviction check, a crucial part of the process. This reveals the tenant's eviction history over the past 7 years. As always, remember that tenants can request a copy of the report, and any fees you charge must be itemized and transparent, along with everything else we've mentioned. Now, before running a background check, there's a critical step you need to follow. According to the Federal Credit Reporting Act, you must have written consent from the prospective tenant before taking action. Now, you can include this consent in a rental application or in a separate document. Just make sure you have it before proceeding. Next up, discrimination is a serious issue that landlords and property managers must avoid. Under the Federal Fair Housing Act, you're not allowed to exclude potential tenants based on factors like race, color, nationality, sex, familial status, religion, disability, age, primary language, ancestry, sexual orientation, gender identity, immigration status, medical condition, genetic information, source of income, marital status, and military service. Eviction records are public and can give you a ton of insight about potential tenants. They are housed in the California Court Directory under the Civil Court Division. Now, these are generally listed under unlawful detainers, a fancy word for eviction records. Background checks can sometimes reveal things that leads you to reject the tenant. In legal parlance, that's known as an adverse action. In such cases, you need to send the tenant an adverse action notice. This document should explain why you're not renting out to them, providing clarity and transparency. And remember that the applicant does have the right to dispute the report within 60 days. If you're looking for a property management software that can make the application process much easier and help you stay a lot more organized, then check out DoorLoop. There's a link to a free demo in the description below. Finally, we'd like to cover some frequently asked questions. But before we do, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel if you've enjoyed the video so far, so we can get this information out to more real estate professionals just like you. Now, we do get a lot of questions about rental applications, so let's answer some of the most common ones. What can a landlord ask on a rental application form in California? You can delve into the tenant's rental history, ask why they're moving, find out about pet ownership, check their desired move-in date, and ask about the number of occupants. Just be careful not to ask any discriminatory questions. Can a landlord ask for 3 months' rent in advance in California? And the answer is yes, but only for furnished properties. What's the maximum application fee in California? Now, as we stated earlier, as of the making of this video, it's $59.67 per applicant. You should have all the basics covered in the rental application forms in California. But are you familiar with landlord-tenant rights in California? Check out this video here to learn all about that, or click this video here that we think you're gonna like next. See you soon.